So this was brought up a few times over the weekend during both my Saturday and Sunday streams. And I thought I'd talk about it because it's big news right now when it comes to GTA 6. And this is from Detective Seeds. I will link his X account below in the description section. And he has a pretty good reputation. He is the one that leaked information regarding Oblivion Remaster. On July 18th, he said this: I have some info about GTA 6 and PlayStation that I'm waiting to clear before I put it out. I don't believe it'll be an issue, but I'd like to be safe now. And that's good. It's important to make sure that before you post something that you get, I guess, approval through his sources, which he got. And this is the big post that he put out on July 19th. I think there's one more post we'll go over, and then I'll share my thoughts about this whole thing. On July 19th, Detective Seed said this: GTA 6 has been and continues to hit 60 FPS while being optimized for the PlayStation 5 Pro on multiple graphical settings. PlayStation engineers are assessing with the optimization due to the new tech being implemented and rolled out with a current target date of May 2026. They're also assisting on several other Rockstar titles, rolling out the near future per PS5 Pro 2026 update. As of right now, 60 FPS is being achieved on the PS5 Pro only. This could obviously change before release. It is anticipated that GTA 6 will have multiple graphical options on the PS5 Pro. Also, Rockstar PlayStation marketing deal, which is encouraging this collaboration on optimization. We should see several GTA 6 PS bundles in the next marketing push. This info is from PlayStation engineer who has provided highly accurate and verified info several times in the past. And then a few hours ago, during the recording of this video, Detective Seeds posted this. Here are some facts after my GTA 6 PS tweet was picked up. This morning, I went through a lot of the info I put out early. I have a 91% total accuracy for putting out information on being correct. Nobody is 100%. I had bad information on the first Oblivion date. Second time, I nailed the exact day that would come out. I gave the exact time, and the Ghost of Yotei for July. I delayed GTA 6 and then moved to Ghost of Yotei. And I had Gears not having PvP collection. They broke it into pieces and had the release month correct. Other times I missed 30th anniversary showcase for PlayStation in December. They canceled a ton of projects, sorry. I get info from different people within the companies. I ask them. It's always subject to change. However, I went through and did the math. And if you're going to talk some shit, at least do research first. Also, I never deleted my account. It was hacked after I clicked on a link for review code and produced the emails. Yeah, that unfortunately will happen if you're not careful with certain emails that you're sent. That's why suspicious emails, I don't even bother opening them. I just delete them. So those are the facts I always own when I get bad information wrong. Not many others do that. They just move on. I don't care if you don't like me. Well, I actually like you, Detective Seeds. And you can't be exactly right about all the information that's given to you because the people that are giving you the information probably don't have everything, like from the higher ups, and their decisions can change on a dime. So if we go by Detective C's track record, as he pointed out in his X post, he has a pretty solid track record. And we'll just assume that this information is accurate at the moment, which doesn't say that GTA 6 won't be 60 FPS on the regular PS5, but it appears that it will be 60 FPS on the PS5 Pro. Hopefully that changes for both the PS5 and Xbox Series X by the time GTA 6 goes gold for its May 2026 release date. However, there is a possibility that it will only be 60 FPS on the PS5 Pro. And he didn't allude to the games that Sony is assisting Rockstar with. There's definitely people speculating about that one. It could very well be GTA 4's rumored port for PS5, Xbox Series X. It could also be the milked edition of Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online for current gen PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. But he's not going to go any further about that speculation either. But most likely those are probably the other titles that Sony is helping Rockstar with when it comes to the PS5 versions of GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Online, And hopefully Microsoft is doing something similar for the Xbox as well, besides unfortunately laying off thousands and thousands of their own employees. But going back to the speculation regarding 60 FPS, it's unfortunate if this turns out to be the case that even if Rockstar and Sony try their best to get GTA 6 running 60 FPS on the PS5, that they just can't do it, that they have to lock it at 30 FPS. That would be very, very unfortunate, especially for players that will pick up the game on the PS5 as well as the Xbox Series consoles. It'll be good news for PS5 Pro players, and it will definitely equal to more sales for PS5 Pro consoles because a lot of us want to play GTA 6 in its full 60 FPS glory, which might not be possible on the PS5. There's no denying the fact that most AAA games on console are now running at 60 FPS. But I feel like when you look at the trailers for GTA 6, it really feels like a game that is going to truly test the limits and capabilities of the current gen consoles. And that could very well mean that we might not be able to play GTA 6 on the PS5 at 60 FPS. And if we're not able to do that on the PS5, we definitely won't be able to do it on the Xbox Series X or S. Now, I've had a theory for a quick minute regarding the original version of GTA 5. I don't know if this is true or not, but it would make sense. I think that the original version of the game had to be downgraded to some extent in order for it to fit and play on the PS3 and Xbox 360 consoles. And the actual version that they wanted to put out became available a year later on the PS4 and Xbox One. It does seem painfully apparent that we're heading down the same path, history repeating itself. The best version of GTA 6 that's going to come out is going to be the PS5 Pro version. And then there'll be a quote-unquote downgraded version for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and probably an even more downgraded version on the Xbox Series S. And then whenever the next-gen consoles roll out, the PS6 and quote-unquote Xbox Next console, if we even get another Xbox console at this point, then those versions of GTA 6 will most likely run at 60 FPS and look just a little bit better with improved draw distance and some other bells and whistles for the PS6, Xbox Next versions, and of course the PC launch of GTA 6 a year or two after the May 2026 launch for PS5, Xbox Series consoles. In other words, the Grand Theft milking is about to start anew with a fresh new cow, aka GTA 6, with a version of the game for, like I said, PS5, PS5 Pro, and then Xbox Series X and S. And then whenever they roll out the next-gen consoles, or console if it's just PS6 at that point, then there'll be an improved version that's slightly better than the PS5 Pro version of GTA 6. And of course, once again, the PC version of Grand Theft Auto 6. Here's hoping that by some technobabble miracle, Sony and Microsoft will be able to get GTA 6 running at 60 FPS on the PS5 as well as the Xbox Series X. However, if that sadly does not turn out to be the case, I better break open the piggy bank in order to buy me one of those GTA 6 PS5 Pro bundles. Unless the scalpers get them all first, right, Sony? Hypothetically, let's just say GTA 6 launches on the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, not at 60 FPS. Are you still going to buy it for those consoles? Or will you be upgrading to PS5 Pro, waiting for PC, or for the next-gen consoles in order to play Grand Theft Auto 6 in its full 60 FPS glory? Your thoughts, views, and opinions, welcome, as always, below in the comments section.